Good morning, my dear student. The previous class we saw the lesson the civics first, the Indian Constitution. Then the topics are we need for the Indian Constitution, making in Indian Constitution, what are the salient features of Indian Constitution. Already we saw the three topics. Okay. Now I am going to teach the next topic, preamble or preface. Preamble means you write one Tamil composition, the first topic Munnurai, that means preamble or preface. Okay. The term preamble is introduction to the constitution. The term preamble is introduction to the constitution. Why term preamble came is introduction to the constitution. It consists ideals, objectives, basic principles for the constitution. It consists means includes ideals. Ideals means goal. Objectives, basic principles means policies, the கொள்கைகள் of the constitution. Its concept means meaning. Concept, summary or essence. Summary means short and essence means long. Then the Constituent Assembly was adopted by Jawaharlal Nehru in 1947 January 22nd. The Constituent Assembly, already in the previous class I told what is the meaning of Constituent Assembly. அரசியல் அமைப்பு. So the Constituent Assembly was adopted by Jawaharlal Nehru. Who was adopted in Constituent Assembly? Jawaharlal Nehru. When 1947 January 22nd. Okay. Then it has been amended by the 42nd Constitution Amendment Act of 1976. It has been amended. What is the meaning of amended? திருத்தங்கள். Okay. By the 42nd Constitution. 42வது அரசியல் அமைப்பின்படி திருத்தப்பட்டது. Okay. Then after amended, 3 new words are ordered. After amended, the new words are ordered. What are the 3 new words? Socialist, secular and integrity. Socialist means samadharmam. Secular means samaya sarbatra. And integrity means brotherhood. Integrity means ஒருமைப்பாடு. Okay. Then the preamble has been great value and key to the constitution. Preamble has been great value. பெரும் மதிப்பு மிக்க அரசியலமைப்பினுடைய திறவுகோலாக காணப்பட்டது இந்த preamble. Okay. The begins of the preamble, we the people of India. How they start the preamble? We the people of India. இந்திய மக்கள் நாம் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு இதில் தான் தொடங்கப்பட்டது. Then so the people of India is called source of our constitution. Who is our constitution? People of India. Then India has a socialist, secular, democratic, republic. Our constitution tells preamble. The preamble tells our constitution. India has a socialist, secular, democratic and republic. Then the preamble aim to secure all Indian citizens social, economic and political justice. Preamble aim, அதனுடைய முக்கியமான நோக்கம், இந்த முகவுரையினுடைய முக்கியமான நோக்கம். What is that? To secure all Indians. Secure means protect, பாதுகாப்பு. Then in 1789, during the French Revolution, Indian slogans are liberty, equality and fraternity. In 1789, during the French Revolution, Indian slogans means முழக்கம், or liberty means freedom, equality and fraternity means brotherhood. Then the 3 slogans are, after the 3 slogans are given in the preamble of our constitution. Then the next topic, citizenship. The word citizen is derived from the Latin term civis. It means resident of a city-state. The citizenship, it means resident of a city state. அதாவது city state means ஒரு நகர அரசில் வசிப்பவரை குறிக்கக்கூடியதான் வந்து இந்த citizenship. Okay, the next, the whole of India has a single and uniform citizenship. Whole of India has a single means ஒற்றை குடியுரிமை and uniform citizenship. ஒரே மாதிரியான குடியுரிமையை கொண்டுள்ளது இந்தியா. Then it deals articles 5 to 11 and part 2nd. It is the citizenship with the deals articles 5 to 11 and part 2nd. Then the citizenship divided in 3 types. The 3 types, what are the 3 types? The first one, the Citizenship Act 1955. Second one, acquisition of citizenship. The third one, laws of citizenship. Okay, the first one, the Citizenship Act 1955. After commencement of the Constitution, the Citizenship Act of 1955 originated. After commencement means practically, நடைமுறைக்கு வந்ததுக்கு பிறகு the Constitution Citizenship Act was originated in 1955. Then it provides acquisition and loss of citizenship. Then it has been amended 8 times. The Citizenship Act that amended means 8 times that it will be amended. Then next topic, acquisition of citizenship. This act has been 5 waves. The first one by birth, second one by descent, third one by registration, fourth one by naturalization, fifth one by incorporation of territory. Okay, the first one, by birth, in 1950 January 26 or after who born in India, they are treated Indian citizenship. Okay, the next second one by descent. Descent means ancestors or heritage. The பாரம்பரியம் அல்லது என்ன சொல்லணும் வம்சாவளிகள் அப்படிங்கிறோமே அதான் descent. In 1950 January 26 or after which born in outside India, they are treated Indian citizenship. Then the third one by registration. Registration means பதிவின் மூலம். A person can acquire citizenship of India but authority to get India any place the person who born in India they got acquire citizenship. Then by naturalization இயல்பின் மூலம் a foreigners can acquire to the government on application. Then by incorporation of territory, a certain territory being ordered to the territory of India. Some places are ordered in India. Those persons who shall be that places, they are also treated in Indian citizenship. Okay, then next one, laws of citizenship. The laws of citizenship is in 3 ways. That is renunciation, termination and reprivation. The renunciation means துரத்தல். Voluntarily renounced. Voluntarily renounced means தானாக முன் வந்து எனக்கு இந்தியா வேண்டாம் நான் வேறு குடியுரிமை வழங்குறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க இல்லையா, that only voluntarily renounced. Then termination means முடிவுற செய்தல். That a person acquire the citizenship other countries, it can be terminated. Now some persons are lived in other country, they are all not live in India, so they are asked I am not in Indian citizenship, that are terminated. Then the deprivation means இழத்தல். Then concealment of material facts includes in trade with enemy countries, or if the person has been sentenced to imprison for a period of 2 years. One person imprisoned for 2 years. Imprison means என்ன சொல்லுவோம் ஜெயில், சிறை 2 வருஷம் அவர் சிறை தண்டனை பெற்றிருந்தாரோ, ஆர் ட்ரேட் வித் எனிமி கண்ட்ரிஸ், இல்லை பகைவர்களோட ஒரு வியாபார தொடர்பு வச்சுருந்தாலோ அவங்க வந்து என்ன செய்ய முடியும் அப்படின்னா ஒன்லி த சென்ட்ரல் கவர்மெண்ட் கேன் deprived citizenship. அப்போ சென்ட்ரல் கவர்மெண்டால் மட்டும்தான் அவங்களுடைய பதவி அப்படிங்கிறத குடியுரிமை அப்படிங்கிறத இழக்க செய்ய முடியும். Then the next topic, the fundamental rights. Fundamental rights means அடிப்படை உரிமைகள். Then it deals in part 3, articles 12 to 35. Then the constitution provides 7 fundamental rights. Our constitution provides 7 fundamental rights. At present now we are studying only 6 fundamental rights. Okay, then the 6 fundamental rights, what are the 6? The first one, right to equality. The second one, right to freedom. The third one, right against exploitation. Fourth one, right to religion. The fifth one, cultural and educational rights. The sixth one, right to constitutional remedies. Okay, the first one, you see that first one, right to equality. The right to equality, it explains for 5 articles. The articles 14, articles 15, articles 16, articles 17, articles 18. Totally they are explained to equality before law, no discrimination, genders or religions, or equality for opportunity and public employment, and abolition titles. Titles means பட்டங்கள். இந்த ராஜா ராணி அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு பட்டங்கள் கொடுக்கும் இல்லையா, that abolition of titles except military and academic. Academic means கல்வி. Okay, then the next, right to freedom. You have to freedom for anything. Freedom speech, expression, assembly, association, movement, residence. Residence means validum. Then profession, that you have freedom. Then article 20, protection in respect of conviction for offences, பாதுகாப்பு. Then article 21, article 21A, article 22, that is explained for right to freedom to protection. Then right against exploitation, சுரண்டலுக்கு எதிரான உரிமை. Then it explained for 2 articles. 2 articles mean article 23, article 24. Then right to religion, it explained for 4 articles. Articles 25, articles 26, article 27, article 28. It is religions mean freedom of conscience and free. You can select any religions. Then cultural and educational rights, கலாச்சாரங்கள் மற்றும் கல்வி உரிமைகள். Then it explained for 2 articles, article 29, article 13. Then right to constitutional remedies. Right to constitutional remedies mean அரசியல் அமைப்பிற்கு உட்பட்டு தீர்வு காணக்கூடிய உரிமைகள். It will explain for only 1 articles. It allows individuals to seek redressal for a violation of their fundamental rights. Then right to property. Right to property means சொத்து உரிமை. It was deleted from the list of fundamental rights by the 44th Amendment Act 1978. The right to property அப்படின்னா only the male only got a proper right to property. The Amendment Act of 44 before only right to property for female also. Then it is made a legal rights under article 300A in part 12 of the Constitution. Okay, the next topic, next class we will see that next topic, right to constitutional remedies. Thank you. Okay, I will give a homework for you. Okay, I will give a detailed question for 2. The first one, explain the salient features of the Constitution of India. Then second one, write briefly on the right of, second one, point out the fundamental rights. Okay, the 2 questions, today you must study in the 2 5-mark question. Tomorrow you will write the test and keep it in the file. Okay, thank you.